Welcome back to another episode of R&R with RTZ with your host, Areeba.
And your other host, Rahib T. Zaman. And today the T stands for Taha, our sound guy behind the camera.
You might hear him every once in a while.
Today we're with the cosplay queen, Gabby Nu. We're going to talk about anime conventions, cosplaying in general, and our recent stint at Otakon. Let's get into it. Rest and relax while we rant and ramble. R&R with RTZ. All right. Gosh, always trying to steal my bit.
The dramatic pause.
Yeah. All right, Gabby, why don't you introduce yourselves to the audience?
Oh, God, that's a lot. Well, my name is Gabby. I've been cosplaying since I was 16 years old.
Wait, 16?
How old are you now? I got to know the range.
17 years old.
17 and a half. She's 18. Legal only.
I am now a 30-plus cosplayer. I've hit the new decade. So, yeah, I've been doing this a long time. I forget about that sometimes. And I've done a lot of cool shit with cosplay. I don't know, like, we can get into it if you want. I feel like I've done a little bit of everything. I'm almost like semi-retired at this point because I feel,
wow.
Yeah. I'm old.
That's all what, 15 years, 14 years?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't start actually sewing and crafting my own stuff till like college just because I didn't have the resources or the patience. But I think I started making my own stuff around 18. So that's like 12 years.
Wow, that's
But like
still
total
impressive.
Cosplay 14, 15 years now. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So,
I
like,
should
give a rundown of, like, the characters you've cosplayed. Who would we recognize?
I've done a lot of Sailor Moon.
Woo!
So anyone who's like big into magical girls, that's definitely my big thing. I've done a lot of gaming stuff, Final Fantasy. I had a period of time where I was really into Genshin Impact. I hate those cosplays, actually. They're, out of all of the costumes I've ever worn, because there's like 80 million pieces.
Yes.
Right.
So it's
Makes
like
sense,
you
yeah.
buy it and
It's
you're like,
over-designed.
yeah. So it's like, you're like, oh, it's just a dress. And then it's like, well, then there's a belt that goes over the dress. And then there's a hat that goes on. And then there's another hat that goes on the hat. I mean, he knows.
Oh, that purple
Our
one
sound
that you
guy
had,
also
like the
nodded.
purple, blue and white one.
The Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa. I wore that to a con in Canada, and it was me and Taha, and he had to help me, like, put all the accessories on. And, like, he doesn't know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
But even he was like, this is too much.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you're never
crazy.
wearing this again.
Is that the
So-
general consensus with other Genshin cosplayers if you talk to them?
I feel like every single person that's cosplayed Genshin has had the same suffering experience. Yeah.
It looks like it. When you look at them, it's like there's a lot going on, but it looks
my
so good.
And then there was one I did that I actually sold to a friend who wore it recently and also was telling me how she could only wear it once and never again. And it was, her name's Columbina, and she's like some villain that they introduced. I don't even know the plot anymore. I stopped playing it. But she literally wears like a whole blindfold mask, and then she has like ribbons that tie up her arms. So she's blind, you can't move your arms, and then there's like a cape over you, so you're like almost in a straitjacket.
Oh.
I need to
Yeah.
talk to these designers.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
going through their minds?
So I literally wore that once and was like, that's it. And then I sold it to my friend. She wore it once, and she's like, I'm ready to sell it now too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Trying to think, what else have I done?
What
I
else
feel like I've
is
done a lot.
what else in your elaborate cosplays other than Genshin?
I like a lot of like older, like classic anime series. So I've done like Revolutionary Girl Utena. Of course, I'm always like blank. I've done Death Note. I'm trying to think what else. It's like one of those things where I've been
You're like
cosplaying
popping
for
into
so
my
many
head as you're
years.
saying it.
Yeah. Oh, I've done Tokyo Mew Mew.
Oh,
You've
yeah,
done Tokyo
yeah,
Mew
yeah. I've
Mew.
done Tokyo Mew, yeah.
Yep. I've done like 2 versions of Ichigo.
I love when
Yeah.
you do your Sailor Moon or Sailor Scouts.
Yeah. Oh wait, One Piece. Duh.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
like my
yeah.
new hyperfixation right now.
yeah, you
is
just
One
did that
Piece.
at Otakon,
I
right?
literally three out of the 4 costumes were One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the one that you did, the kimonos in the Sailor Moon world.
The yukata
Yeah,
build
the
that we
yukatas,
did.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
With all the other Sailor Scouts. That was the coolest. That was just so cool.
Yeah.
Would you-
that
Yeah. Would you say the Sailor Scouts or Sailor Moon is your favorite cosplays?
I feel like,
to do,
yeah,
at least?
I think it's like I've made like a really like a big group of friends and like found a community through that. So like there's different groups, like there's a group in New England that they'll like every year have like, oh, this is the theme for the year. And so we did yukatas one year, and then like this year was school uniforms, and like next year we think we're going to do like fukus or something different.
Oh,
So there's always
cute.
like a project. And I
Yeah.
think that's what's fun about it. And then like I make friends through doing
Oh,
that and
that-
have like a
that's-
little
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk more about the community. How'd you get into them? Are you just find on Facebook, or you just
Well, I
cons?
mean, I can talk about how I got into cosplay because it's kind of an interesting story. So I went to my first con when I was 14. It was this con called Anime Next that doesn't exist anymore. It's in Jersey. I think they went bankrupt.
That's why.
Maybe.
This is when you press the crickets sound guy.
Yeah, come on, sound guy.
R.I.P.
So yeah, it was Anime Next 2010.
Being president. Oh, he's new on the job. He just started today.
It's day one.
Yeah, it was Anime Next 2010. I didn't even know what anime conventions were. I was like, I just finished my freshman year of high school. It was like, anime was not cool back then.
Yeah.
No one wanted to be that like kid that's like, I love Death Note or whatever. So I had like 2 friends that we all like secretly talked about anime at school. We didn't tell anyone else about it.
Behind the lockers.
And at lunch one day,
stall.
she came up to me and was like, "Are you going to the anime con?" And I was like, "What is that? I don't understand what that is." And she's like, "It's like all these people gather and they all like anime and they dress up and stuff. And there's one in Jersey and like my mom is taking me and like I think they were like staying at the hotel and she was chaperoning because we were underage. And she's like, "Do you want to go for a day?" And I was like, "Okay, bet," you know. And then I looked into it and I like had to explain, I think, to my parents what it was, and they get it, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like everything's popular now, but they were kind of like, are there going to be like pedophiles there? Like, what is the vibe?
Safe bet, safe question. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are still now, but yeah.
I mean,
it's everywhere. But.
So I don't even remember how I eventually convinced them to just like let me go for a day. But I think I told my best friend, who I'm still best friends with at the time. I've known her since we were 7, I think.
Oh, wow.
And we were at different high schools at that point. But I told her about the con, and then we told another friend. And I'm like, why don't we all go together for the day?
Mm-hmm.
So I, at that point, looked up what anime cons were and like what people did there. And I looked and I saw the people dressing up, cosplaying, and I thought it was weird. I was like, I'm never doing that. That's like some weird role playing shit.
Wow.
Like, this is not for me. And I shit talked it the entire time leading up to the con, and was like, when we got there at first was even like almost like making fun of people and stuff. And then I don't remember what happened, but something clicked where we started talking to people who were like dressed up and like taking pictures of them. They were like so passionate about it and like talking about how they made things and they were really proud of it. And I was like, God damn it, now I kind of want to do it. And it was like I made fun of it for so long, and then when I saw it in person, like the joy it brought, and then there were people that would like have like gatherings, and there was like a bridge everyone would stand and take photos, and they would have like the Sword Art Online gathering, and like the Death Note gathering,
like they
whatever.
do at Katsu,
Yeah, and I was like, that's really cool, and I feel like I'm missing a part of the experience by not doing that. So then after that first con, I was like, all right, I'm gonna start getting into this more. So then I think that same year we went to New York Comic Con in 2010, and I think it was like me and my best friend and our moms came with us. And we wore like little Lolita outfits. There was this site, I forget what it's called, but it was a site that everyone used to use to buy like little Lolita outfits from Japan at the time, and we literally wore that, and that was like our first cosplays.
Wow.
We were so excited. And then after that, I think we were like, okay, now we have all the way till the following year in June for the next Anime Next. And I think my very first real character cosplay was Yuki Cross from Vampire Night.
Oh my God, that just came on Netflix.
I know. Well, I think they just finished like the sequel manga series or something. I don't know. I stopped
paying attention.
I think I got to a certain point. I was like, I can't keep up with this anymore. It got a little weird.
It did.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
But she was telling me it was like incest, vampire, brother, sister.
Yeah. The art was pretty.
Yes, that's why I watched it and read it.
And the music was so good, like the opening.
I don't remember how. Oh no, I do. Na 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 na. Yeah, something like that.
Akaku.
Yeah.
So that was my first character cosplay, and it was like, I think I had to beg my dad to let me order a costume on eBay, and then I got a $10 wig from an Australian seller or something, and it came in and it looked like shit, but I was so excited. And I remember my friend brought her like digital camera, because that was what you did in 2011 or whatever. And we took photos in my backyard, and I'm just like sitting in the grass, like looking all emo, putting my hands down, like trying to do that like vampire. I tried to make myself look really pale. And we have these really shitty photos in my backyard.
I want to see those.
Cosplay. Oh, they're there. They're out there.
They're out there.
I can show them to you.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Send it to him. He'll just pop it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I mean, it exists.
You got to see the before and the after. I mean, like
everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah, that's awesome. What was the name of the con again?
Anime Next.
Anime Next.
Yeah.
Wow. The fact that one con changed your entire perspective in life on anime and cosplay.
I know. And it was literally like, what's funny is the friend that told me about this in high school does not cosplay or go to cons or anything anymore.
Oh.
But
wow.
if it wasn't for them telling me, I don't know if I ever would have started doing this. And like, it led to so many opportunities for me. And like, I even got like jobs from this.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a
Crazy.
similar
Really
experience with Otakon was my first back in like when I was still in Baltimore, I think 2019, 2018. And it was just a random friend. It's like, hey, do you want to go to an anime convention? I was like, sure, that sounds fun. Didn't know what to expect. Didn't know what was happening. And afterwards, I started going to Otakon every year. My friends, the friends that I went with, don't go anymore. So I'm the only one that like fell in love with it.
He took me to my first con, actually.
Was your first con
Yeah.
Otakon?
Yeah?
Yeah.
No. It was
it
Katsucon.
Katsu?
I think it was Katsucon. Either way, it was my first. I've always wanted to go since high school. I've known about them, but never was allowed to go and then able to go because I didn't have money. And then, one year he took me and I was like, oh my God, I would never want to go back. I mean, I never want to not go.
Yeah, I think I went to Otakon. I think this was my 10-year anniversary. I think the first year
wow.
was 2015. It was in
Wow.
Baltimore still.
Yep.
And it was like the first con that I traveled for and like had a hotel room.
Wow.
It was 10 years ago. I was like 19, 20.
Mhm.
And it was, the person that had to have the hotel reservation was older than me. I didn't know who they were technically. They were like a friend of a friend. And it was like a very exciting experience. There were like 2 people that slept on the floor because back then you would have like 8 people in a hotel room to keep things cheap. And that was like fine.
Wow.
Yeah, I loved it in Baltimore. I know there's like maybe a controversial thing because Baltimore, like the convention center is not as nice as the DC
It's
one.
definitely not as nice, but it was a thing.
It had a nostalgia that I don't get when I go to the DC one anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it had better architecture because it had like really this giant step area that's really scenic.
There was
and
like that
stuff.
fountain.
Yeah,
that I think
yeah.
they used to like turn the water off because cosplayers would like jump in it for photos.
Oh.
And then there's like the bay right next to the aquarium, which is walking distance from there.
Yeah.
So great photo opportunity.
Yeah.
So it was really nice.
I never saw it. Boo.
Yeah, because I think it switched over to DC in like 2017.
Womp, womp, womp. The green. The green. Yeah.
Isn't it labeled?
Sound guy can't read. It's.
I mean,
we're helping
Rahib
him.
did label it sad trombone instead of womp, womp, womp.
Sad trombone. It is a sad trombone.
Yeah, it's the same thing, really.
Womp, womp.
The downtown Baltimore area.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to this restaurant one time where they like you hit like the crabs with the hammer and then you have like the bib on you and you eat
Yeah.
everything. The food was really good.
Seafood boil, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I love that.
But I do remember it was one of those things where if you walk down a certain street, you kind of ended up in
Yeah, that's happened.
That's
That
some
was our
fun
first
area.
Otakon experience. We were trying to find the like closest like store, liquor store and stuff for the party, and we went down some shady streets with no
was not
lights
involved.
or anything, and we barely made it out of there. We were just getting a lot of stares, just a bunch of young brown guys in the streets of Baltimore. Lost in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Oda rave, I think it was called at that time, or the Oda dance.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think we went to that dance too.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But then one of our friends had too much fun and ended up throwing up on the back of our other friend at the dance.
Ooh.
At the dance.
At the dance. The friend was dancing. He's like, oh, this is so fun. This is a great time. And he just feels like a wet, gushing pour on his back. Like, what just happened to me? What? He turns around and the friend's just like,
I need
sorry,
names.
man.
I've
Who
heard.
threw up on who?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
You can't out them.
Dang.
But the friend had to make up and wash him in the shower as punishment for throwing up on him.
I mean, I've heard worse
I
things.
feel like
at
that's punishment for
cons.
both of them. You've heard worse?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So many things.
What's the worst that's happened to you?
So it never happened to me.
Oh, okay.
He already knows. There's 2 that I'm going to talk about.
Oh,
so
yes.
one, which was just gross, but we didn't witness it, was at MagFest this past year. We were like waiting in line to go up to Pose, which is like the club that's at the top of the Gaylord. I don't know if you guys have ever been to it.
I heard of it.
It's like
New
fun.
York.
I've never been.
It's always super crowded. It like kind of smells a little bit. Usually me and my friends like to go up there because there's a little outdoor area where you can kind of just get like fresh air and look and you can see DC and it's nice. The drinks are overpriced. The music is like not that great, but it's something to do.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
were waiting in line to get in and all of a sudden there was like a mass exodus of people coming out of the elevators because it's like you have to go up to go to the rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all like coming down and like walking out looking like disturbed. And I was like, what happened? And some guy comes up to us in line and says, someone shit on the floor of Pose, and they're cleaning it up right now. And I said, excuse me? And he's like, yes. And then one of my friends is like, oh, do you mean like in the bathroom? And the guy's like, no, on the floor. Like on the actual floor of the club. Yes.
Those coffee
and he's like, and it
pants down, everything?
smells.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. And my friends were like, oh, well, maybe it'll be clean by the time I go up. Then I said, I'm out. And I left the line. And like a bunch of people did too. I'm like, I'm not going up there.
No.
Doo-doo on the floor. Like,
doo-doo in the air at the party?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
there's always poop stories. And it's like, I don't know if this one's true, but people say that someone like shat in the gazebo one time at KatsuCon.
Why?
There was someone that allegedly...
Do they take their pants off and do it? Or is it like a accidental leak and it goes down their pants?
Some of these cosplays are elaborate. Maybe they just can't get out in time.
Yeah. Emergency.
But okay, I'm thinking of the KatsuCon like gazebos. You have to at least try to attempt to leave the gazebo before taking a dump, right? Like I understand the cosplay could be hard.
I mean, I think people just get so fucked up at these cons sometimes that they don't even know what they're doing anymore.
That probably happens a lot at KatsuCon because it's part of the hotel, right? So people can just go down from the hotel room, enjoy the con, do whatever they want, and drink whatever.
Oh yeah, Colossal Con East, which is like a water park con. There was always a rumor that someone like shat in the wave pool one year. Yeah, and then the worst story, because he knows where I'm going with this, it was KatsuCon. It was like the first or second year I went, so like 2015, 2016, and there was a whole thing about a girl that shoved a lava lamp.
Where?
Up her ass. I think it was her ass. I think.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. It was one of those things where I don't know if she was like in her room and like they have the balcony rooms or whatever at the Gaylord, and she was like on the balcony and did that.
Was it like sex play gone wrong, or just like
I don't know.
I really hope she got paid.
I just remember it was this huge rumor going around the entire weekend, and when they told me and him, we were like, huh? People claim that that's what they saw. I mean, it's like a whole thing online. If you look, I mean, don't look it up, but you might see some other things.
Girl shoves lava lamp up her ass. I'll give me the best finds.
I was gonna say recent searches.
I'm not surprised. Like I know things happen at these cons.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean,
some of those rooms go a little
last
hard.
KatsuCon someone was just stripping in the middle of the
floor.
Oh
Yes.
In front of the kids too. So it was like a big thing.
Someone punched a wall one year, like in the hotel room, and made like a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
I
mean, KatsuCon, even the hotels have problems. Like KatsuCon had that sewage leak this year, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep. They had the doo-doo sink water. The gray water that like messed up a bunch of the artist alley booths.
Yeah.
And
yes.
stuff. And I still don't know if those people
got reimbursed
or I think they were like considering suing.
Yeah, I heard that.
The convention.
Yeah. They said it smelled really bad, and they were like, "No, it's not sewage water; it's gray water, aka from the sink or whatever."
And I'm like, "Is that even better?"
That's not.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
still gross,
we went there.
And it damaged their stuff, anyways. Yeah. Regardless, it could have been clean water.
It still smelled like shit the next day. We were there. It was like, there
was like a whole. Evident. I don't remember if it was Magfest or Katsu, but then there was also like the whole Brittany Griner thing. Did you hear about that?
That name's familiar.
So Brittany Griner is like the basketball player that got arrested in Russia for she had like weed in her luggage or something. So she got freed last year, maybe? I can't remember exactly. But she was supposed to speak at a conference. Maybe it was a weed conference. I can't remember. And it was at the Gaylord. And the room that she was in had a sticker. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. It had a sticker that said gay baby jail. She's gay, and she was in jail in Russia, so she saw that sticker in the hotel room and thought it was a threat and left and canceled her appearance at the conference.
Oh my God.
And someone, I can't remember if it was after Magfest or Katsu, but someone had put that sticker in the hotel room as a joke because they probably, they thought it was funny. Gay baby jail.
And she just happened to
be in that room and went, bye. I'm gonna die here, and she didn't. She,
I mean,
didn't
rightfully so.
Yeah.
She was in jail, and people do hate on gay people. So,
but it's like, what are the odds?
That is so especially in the amount of rooms that they have. I could see her. I would also think the same thing. That's not a good coincidence. Yeah. Oh God.
Oh yeah, there's politicians that have been at cons. Like Bernie Sanders was at Anime Boston one year when I was there. He was just like walked through the Prudential Center.
Why not?
Yeah.
Versus Bernie's is doing whatever.
I would love to see a celebrity at an anime convention. That would be kind of so cool.
I mean,
like Doja Cat and Meg Thee
Stallion. The one that the RTZ guys.
They have
Megan, yeah.
But that's in LA, right?
No, it's in Texas.
Oh. But when I went to Anime Expo last year, they had one of the Sprouse brothers.
All right, I think Cole
Cole's
likes
the
to
weeb,
cosplay.
I think. Yeah. He was there.
But Dylan likes Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. He played a master duelist, and he was recently revealed in the Master Duel tournaments.
Oh yeah.
Really random side quests
They're both so cool.
The Sprouts do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
I think this year at Anime Expo they had BB No Money, whatever. I don't know his name.
Yeah, Baby No Money. Yeah. Baby No Money.
BB No Dollar Sign.
Bidu Babu D, whatever that one artist is.
He does a lot of collaborations with like Jessica Nigri and Stella Chu, like the popular cosplayers. But he was at AX. And then I know like at Comic-Con a few times there's been celebrities that wear masks and just like walk around the convention floor. I think like Bryan Cranston did that one year.
Hugh Jackman did that in full his Wolverine thing, and no one recognized him because they all expected. It's like the Clark Kent effect, right? You expect Superman to look a certain way, so when you see him, it's like that's not him. That's got to be someone else. So apparently that's true.
I thought the Clark Kent thing was just putting glasses on.
Either way, people think it's too obvious to be the right answer.
Yeah.
It's the glass onion kind of thing.
Anyways, I would love to see a celebrity, like a real celebrity dressed up,
just like walking around.
Yeah, just walking around. You just turn around and like there's Doja Cat as.
I mean, we get celebrities too because they bring voice actors and actresses.
I mean, like the
Otakon
TV popular celebrities, not the voice ones.
They're popular too.
No, I know, but those are people that like are hired to come in, like speaking whatever. I'm talking about like just randomly walk,
like attendees.
Yes, attendees, like us. Just you turn around and you see.
They probably
Doja
are.
Cat.
You just never recognize them because they're normal.
I gotta start staring at people more. We should people watch.
There's like a lot of Comic Cons that happen here in the Dulles Expo Center, and there's like a lot of Power Rangers actors come through.
Yeah.
Even at Otakon, there was that 1/6 Ranger from like somewhere. Operation.
You can tell he really knows his
Overdrive,
Power Rangers.
I really want the voice actor from Miraculous Ladybug, Marinette's voice, to come.
Oh,
Christina something.
V. Yeah, Christina V.
She was at something I went to. I can't remember. But she does the rounds.
Yeah, I know. I want her to come to Otakon or Katsu.
I know
she has
Tifa's voice actors from the recent Rebirth and remake was at Otakon last year, right?
Well, last year Otakon, the programming was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like it was their 30th anniversary, so they had so much stuff, and it was like very Final Fantasy focused. There was the panel where they had like the producers from Japan come over and some of the Japanese voice actors. Yeah, it was like in the main ballroom when we went. It was really cool. And then they had the entire English voice cast. And I met Tifa's.
Yeah,
I forget her name.
Jealous. I can't believe
she's
I
super
missed her.
cool. And then I met Aerith. She's like the blonde one that streams.
Yeah.
Both really nice. And there was like no line because we did it on Sunday. And they like happened to just be at the booth. And there were like two people in front in line. And I was like, well, this is my chance.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I'm never going to be able to do this again. They were really nice.
Ben Storm was there too, right?
Ben Storm. Oh my God, I love Ben Storm.
I love Ben
I
Storm.
met him
Wait,
at...
who does he voice? I need to know.
He's the guy Clive from 16.
The latest Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy 16 is the main character.
Yeah. He's done some other stuff too.
He's in Expedition 33.
Oh, is he only video game stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, because then I won't.
That's where he got really famous from, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But nice British dude, really great voice.
He's very fun. I went to a Final Fantasy con in Canada like 2 years ago when 16 had just come out, and he was like the guest of honor.
Oh.
And there was like, I didn't like pay to meet him or anything, but there was a ball in the evening, and he like entered the ball and like hung out with the attendees, and he's like on the stage breakdancing. He threw himself in the crowd.
Oh, wow.
And then like towards the end of the ball, we turn around, he's asleep at one of the tables in the back, just like nodding off. And then eventually I think he woke up and he like came over to me and my friend and just started like talking to us.
Wow.
That's
Super
so
nice.
cool. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
He's a fun guy.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to talk to Ben Starr. Should have gone to Canada.
Yeah, Canada's, they got all the good cons. Like
We should go to Canada for a con. Instead
I
of
want to go to
Otakon,
I want to go to New York Comic Con, but
no.
said that wasn't that good. So.
No.
So okay, no.
Taha sound guy is saying no, but fuck no.
Okay, so his experience of Comic-Con is warped. Comic-Con, it's a lot. It's like a San Diego Comic-Con type vibe. Like they're going to be wall-to-wall people there.
Yeah.
It's very crowded. There's really good merch. However, my beef is with Anime NYC,
Okay.
which is the anime version. So
Right.
basically, Comic-Con has existed in New York for however many years. For a long time in like the early mid-2000s, there was a specific anime like subsidiary called like New York Anime Festival or something. They had it until I think around the age that I started going to Comic-Con, and then they got rid of it. So there was never like a big anime con in New York. It was always just Comic-Con. And back then, Comic-Con was very like pop culture, comic focused, what it's like supposed to be.
Yeah.
And now, anime is taken over, so it's very anime heavy now, but it wasn't back then. So we didn't really have anything. And then I think I was still in college, and then Crunchyroll started Anime NYC, and it was supposed to be like a big fan celebration, like catered towards the fans and not like an industry event. So like the first 2 years were great. Then they started to get a little greedy. The prices went up, and then it became almost like they were trying to turn it into the East Coast version of Anime Expo and make it like very industry focused. And it just got bleh. Like icky. No one in my area actually enjoys going to it.
So what specifically? Is there anything like too many people, or is it too expensive?
It's really crowded. It's really expensive. They're really disorganized. They never have their shit together. I like had... For some of the panels, you actually have to reserve and get like a spot in advance because it's a big convention. So I had reserved a spot to get into the masquerade last year to watch my friends compete. And because I was guaranteed a seat, I didn't know you had to like show up early and wait in line. I thought you could just get there around the time the panel's going to begin.
Which makes sense.
You have your seat, you go in. I got there and they're like, oh, the room's already full and we're capped. And I was like, well, what was the point of reserving in advance to get a seat? And they're like, oh, well, you had to be here like 2 hours before. And I'm like, but that defeats the purpose. So
that's ridiculous.
That's just an example of how they are. And now it's in August and it's like, I don't want to go to an anime con in August in New York. It's so hot.
Yeah.
You're sweating before you even get in.
When was it before?
November, which it was cold
then. But it's better than August when it's so hot.
Yeah, and for us, like, we don't have any events after Comic-Con really in my area, so to have something in November was, like, nice, like a little end-of-year thing. And now it's, like, smack in the middle of all the big East Coast events. And I'm like, okay, cool. So.
Was Anime NYC the one that got the, like, a lot of fire trouble because they oversold and they got too many people over? Or was that Anime Expo?
I think it was Expo.
I think it was Anime Expo where they had
right
like,
after
the fire
COVID.
Marshal show up and say, like, you have too many people here.
Yeah, it was like the year after COVID and they opened everything up again.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Anime NYC either. The Javits did get renovated recently, but they don't use the entire space still, as far as I know. Comic-Con does.
Why wouldn't they use the whole space?
I don't know. Maybe they will. I don't know if this year they are, but...
You're not going to go?
I am. I actually am.
Oh,
for a day.
Wait, what? Whoa,
one of my friends is entering the masquerade, and I'm going to be like her
2 hours
handler
early
and help her.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't have to wait in that line.
Okay.
Because I'm helping her. They're like, oh, you can just come in through the back. I'm like, good. I'm not waiting.
Better, yeah.
So that's the only reason I'm going. But otherwise, it's like everyone that knows me knows I just always hate.
So are you going to cosplay as well?
No.
Okay, you're just going to go and help.
No.
Okay.
It's too hot. And then
That's
like
fair.
I got to commute in and take New Jersey Transit. That's a whole thing.
Oh, yeah, dressed up and all that. Yeah.
So it'll be my little break. But yeah,
fair.
Don't recommend going.
So we should go to the cons in Canada in another country. That's so cool.
So what would you say is your best con experience? Which one would you recommend to people?
I loved YetiCon.
YetiCon.
It's in I'm trying to think. It's in like the Blue Mountains in Ontario. So if you flew into Toronto, it's like a 90-minute drive, I think, from the airport. And it's at a resort that I think in the winter is like a ski resort, but then in the summer it's like a summery resort. And it's very small. It's not like a thing where you go and there's like a huge artist alley and dealer's room to walk around or anything. It's very much like you go, you can take really beautiful photos at the resort. Like it looks like it's out of a fantasy game. And then there's like mini golf and there's a roller coaster and there's pools. Like it's literally a resort that also just happens to have an anime convention going on.
That's cool.
That's really nice,
yeah. That was probably my favorite. I definitely want to go back.
Why is it called a YetiCon? Is it because it's
I guess
in a
it's
snow
in the mountains
resort?
And the Yetis are in the mountains.
Interesting. Usually, like they have the word anime somewhere, or like
Yeti's actually a special guest.
or Nakatsu-con. Like it's like something Japanesey anime.
Japanesey.
Well, it's like one or the other, but like Yeti is just so specifically mountain.
Maybe they just couldn't think of any other names.
Probably.
Everything else has been claimed at this point. So they were like, well, what do we got in Canada? Yetis.
So that's your favorite con of all the cons?
I mean, I actually think Otacon's one of my favorite cons, but YetiCon is just such like a unique experience, and there's nothing like it in the U.S. Like we have Colossal Con, which is like the water park convention.
But there's poop in there. So
there's poop in the normal water park, so it's like it's inevitable.
Yeah. That's America.
I mean, but the YetiCon it's so chill. It's so beautiful. Like I always tell everyone to go.
We should go.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Wait, when is it? What month?
I think it's in June usually. Yeah.
Okay. Next year.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'll go. You can see whatever you want. I'll be there.
Renew my passport.
Oh, yeah.
I have a passport.
That one's
I'm good.
fun. And what's the other one I've been to? Okay, I went to KupoCon, which is not like actually in Canada. Like it's not always
That's the
there.
Final Fantasy one.
That's the Final Fantasy one. They have like events in Europe, and then they do a North America one. They did it in the U.S. only like once or twice, and it was in Newark, New Jersey. I never got to go. And now they always do it in Canada, and they rotate between, I think they do it like Montreal, Toronto, or Vancouver. And I went when it was in Toronto a couple years ago. So that's also in Canada.
When you say it's a Final Fantasy con, like it's just...
the video game.
No, I know, but it's like only the video...
Only Final Fantasy, but like all of them. They were focusing on the new one because it had just come out.
Right.
But like if you go, there's like 7, 15, you know.
Like
all the
dealers and stuff, like selling only Final Fantasy
Yep.
stuff?
Yeah,
Wow.
but the series is so big that there's
I know it's huge, but I just would never expect like I would never expect like a con specifically for one video game. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a Nintendo con? Like a con just for
that
all
seems like a
Nintendo
good
stuff?
opportunity. But I feel like all their Nintendo super parks in Japan kind of make up for that.
Yeah, in Japan. I'm talking about here in the USA or the Canadas. Like, come on. That would be so cool. Right?
Yeah, we got what we get. We got like a pop-up one in Chicago, I think. Like a Nintendo Super.
That doesn't count. I'm talking about like a con.
Yeah.
Like
Nintendo
yearly.
stores and like the New York City Nintendo store is really nice if you've ever been there.
I've ever been there. I was there when it was like the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
It was funny.
It was a Pokemon Center?
Yeah, we were going through my old like gaming stuff a couple months ago, and I actually have like a Game Boy SP from it was called the Pokemon Center at the time, and it's got a Charizard on it, and it's like Charizard colored. And I looked it up online. I think it's worth like several $100s now, $500, $600. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it used to be. And then they turned it into the Nintendo store.
I don't like that. I like the Pokemon Center.
I did too. I remember I was devastated when they changed it.
The Pokemon Centers in Japan are amazing.
Oh, they're so good. They're amazing.
They literally have life-size Pokemon in containers and stuff. It's
the one we
so
went to,
cool.
I think it was in Shinjuku, but it was the one with they had Mewtwo in the lab.
Yeah, I've seen that
the-
picture.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
cool.
so crazy.
It's so surreal to see the picture, but when you see it in person, you're just like, this is
It's
legit.
crazy how much
Real,
effort
yeah.
they put into these Pokemon centers.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
know.
a tourist thing, but it's like it's so well done.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
They,
It's
don't they
almost
have like a
worth it.
cafe too?
Yeah.
'Cause I know my
Yeah.
friends who've gone to Japan. They always like hype up the Pokemon cafe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
all of it
great.
is so cool. And like you would think it's like, oh, it's overhyped or whatever, but when you actually go, it's so nice. It's like you said, well done, but it doesn't feel like they're trying to trap you into like a tourist trap. It does feel like they care that they made this and and want to show it off and whatever. I don't know. It's cool.
I really want to go to the fossil museum that they're making.
Oh, the
Pokemon
Pokemon
fossil
I was gonna
fossil
say,
museum.
wait, like an actual Pokemon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
like it's a dinosaur museum, but all of it's for the Pokemon dinosaurs.
In this country or in Japan?
I think it's Japan. But
and
yeah,
that's
Pokemon
the
Fossil
itinerary,
Museum.
perhaps. When we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Look that up. I don't know. It might be open by now, but yeah, that and then they got plans to make a whole kind of regional park in Japan. So they're taking their wildlife park and actually just making a whole Pokemon themed. So they'll have
Almost like a safari zone.
pretty much like that, yeah. And they'll
That's
have like
cool.
life-size Pokemon dioramas and statues within the forest. You'll see like the bug Pokemon in the trees, the bird
So
Pokemon
cool.
somewhere.
Hell,
It's like an
Yeah.
experience.
oh my god,
That's cool.
Yeah, Pokemon's
Did you
taking
hear
over
that the Sailor Moon Museum is coming to
The
America?
U.S. Yeah, I know. But
Do you
they
know where
haven't-
yet?
I'm
Or-
assuming it's probably gonna be like New York and L.A. So come to New
Okay,
York.
if it's in New
yeah,
York,
we can go,
I'm
yeah.
coming and I'm staying with you somehow somewhere and we're going together, okay? Because there's literally no one else in the world that would totally enjoy it as much as you and I would.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting. I mean, it's funny because like we're going in the fall, and that was something I wanted to do, but I don't think they have the museum in Japan anymore. I think that's
No.
over, and now it's
Yeah.
like a traveling thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So hopefully New York and not LA.
We usually always get stuff,
I was gonna
which
say,
I know,
yeah.
like not to humble brag, but we do always get.
no, but
the
it's
good
nice.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as it's not in LA, like it'd be kind of cool.
You can always just go to LA.
Make a trip out of it. Yeah.
Shut
Yeah.
up. wanna
I
go to
feel
New York.
like they're gonna put it in the same places where they did the Super Live. Maybe it'll be like
that
New
would make
York.
sense.
They didn't do a DC one for the Super
No,
Live, right? Because you
I didn't go.
go Boston. I think no, there was one in Connecticut. And then they did LA. Yeah, Texas. It was like some of the
It was
places didn't
random
make
places.
sense, but
I don't understand why some of these places don't go to DC. Like DC is it's DC. It's literally the capital
I've
of
noticed
this whole
that
country.
even like regular concert
Yeah.
tours, it'll be like Boston, New York, Anyway, moving on to the next
Yes.
question. It's like, wait, you missed one big city.
Yeah,
What's
like
going
literally
on?
I
in
feel
the
like it's like
middle.
DC just so much more expensive for no reason. Because like the only
Maybe.
biggest one is
Yeah.
what Capital One Arena around.
Well,
in
even
DC,
then,
so
then
that's,
you
like,
could do
hard
like
to-
Maryland, like the Fillmore, or you could
There's
do
too much
Virginia.
discrepancies. Like either Fillmore, which is really small, or huge Capital One. So
There's also places in Virginia.
Eagle Bank Arena, good
So,
old.
Eagle-
That's the
Alma.
biggest one in like
I
the
think
DMV
so. The Capital
area?
One. Technically, Nats Park is the biggest one. You can have concerts in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like was that a
Um,
baseball?
That's
Yeah, it's a baseball
stadium,
place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's also oh my gosh, Jiffy Lube, Wolf Trap.
Oh right, that's
Like there's a lot of other
I guess
places
a lot of
in
options, yeah.
Virginia. Yeah, that's
knows
what I'm
why they
saying.
don't do
I would never hear
Yeah.
them saying they're going there.
There's so many K-pop groups that don't come to
She brought it up again.
DMV area.
Ta,
which
hit the
doesn't
womp,
make any
womp,
sense. No, don't you dare! You're fired, Taha.
Yeah.
Fired.
He finally did his job correctly.
I gave you food and you did
He
this
said
to
he wasn't
me.
being paid
Damn.
enough.
I cooked for you.
He was fed.
Yeah, you give me those applause. K-pop.
Wow, well timed.
Thank you. Anyways, yeah, they don't come to like certain parts of DMV either. And I'm
No,
like,
there
it
was-
doesn't make sense. Baby Monster is on tour right now, North
Okay.
America tour. They're going to somewhere in New York, Seattle.
Newark, New Jersey. That's the other spot they all go to. Newark.
It's either Newark or New York. I can't remember which one it is. But
It's
it's
probably
Prudential
Newark,
Center.
that's
actually, I
Prudential
lied.
Center, yeah.
They're not going
That's
to
like
New York because I
OG.
was gonna go.
Oh, wow.
They're going to Seattle. They're going to Chicago, LA, obviously, and then some other city, but nothing like. I think they
East
were,
Coast, no East Coast.
yeah,
That's weird.
yeah.
Not even New York. That's really
Not even New
strange.
York, not DC, nothing like in Florida, like nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? I was this close to buying Seattle plane tickets and a Seattle like concert ticket just to go by myself and then come back because I'm just so mad that they're not coming to this area.
Yeah, that's weird. Because I know Prudential Center, I don't know if there was like a contract signed or whatever, but for years, all the K-pop groups were always
Yes.
going there. We had K-Con, which was like the K-pop convention,
Yes.
which I think they
They
just
moved
had
it
in
to
LA,
LA,
which
yeah.
is rude.
Yeah,
Why don't they have bi-coastal ones?
I
always wanted to
agree.
go. I never got to
I've
go.
always wanted to go too. I met someone when I went to a K-pop concert, and she and her boyfriend went to KCON this year, and it looked so cool. She was so close to the
Yeah.
stage. It's so amazing.
They have like skincare, like all the Korean
Yes.
skincare brands. It's like a
All the
whole
makeup
thing.
too.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Did you know Ulta just put out the Turtur K foundation? It's like this. It's like it looks like a little pod. It's a red pod.
Was that the one that went viral?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
they
yeah.
have it at Ulta now?
They have it all at Ulta
Oh,
now.
hell yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go and get one. But yeah, they have a lot of shades because in Korea they don't have all the shades. So now
Yeah.
they made all the shades because it was so popular, and now there's like darker shades and whatever,
Yeah.
which is really nice. So like maybe I'll find one for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Otakon. Our
Yeah.
latest Otakon just happened.
Latest stint.
Yeah. How was your experience?
It was good. Honestly, like we were talking about this, but I feel like while there was a lack of programming compared to last year that I was interested in, I don't really go to Otakon for that. I know like some
Yeah.
people, their con experience is defined by like the programming, the things
Yeah.
that the event actually has. Mine is very more like cosplay social focused. So as long as my friends are going and we have like our little cosplay groups planned and our shoots and stuff, I usually always have a good time and I'm like busy. So
Yeah, it
in
looks
that
like you're
regard,
busy.
it was great. Yeah. I mean,
Name all the cosplay that you did this.
oh boy.
year.
So Friday, the first half of the day, me and my two friends did.
Dude, the first half.
I know. I'm too old to be doing these two cosplays. I need to
No, you're
stop.
not. Keep going. Keep going.
It was One Piece, the Thriller Bark, which I am at the end of watching right now. And I was my friend was Perona, I was Robin, and then our other friend was Nami from that arc. So that was the first half of the day, and then the second half of the day we did like we brought back, I guess it was like from 2019, the Bowsette trend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had done like a version of Birdo that this artist named Mamobot, who's like a pin artist, had created.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
one of
already
our
knew.
favorite artists.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did that at MagFest with my friend who did Yoshiette. And then our other friends were like, I kind of want to join you guys. I'm like, let's do it at Otakon. So then my friend did Bowsette, and then my other friend did Booza, and then my other friend did Chompette. So we had like the
I love
five.
that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And they look like baddies, like so good. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. People were very excited about that one. What about the sound effect?
Not your mouth. Use the board.
You're fired again.
Damn. But yeah, that was the costume that I wore that we got kicked out of the Apple library because everyone does like at Otakon, everyone does their photo shoots either at the church across the street, the Apple store, or like the lobby of the marquee.
Take notes. We're doing that next year.
Yeah. No, the Apple store is beautiful. And for the most part, the employees there are very nice. They're like, come on in, like take some photos. Do you want to listen to a demo of the iPhone, whatever?
Wow.
Yeah, they're really nice. But we were trying to use the stairs to get kind of like a dungeony castle vibe. And they told us that the staircase closed at 6 or something, but the Apple store was still open till 8. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Staircase leading into the store?
No, the staircase like in the building. So it's 2 levels. And the top level, I don't know what they use it for. Maybe for like classes.
That's where they keep
or
the
something.
apples. Hey, hit the. Nice! Yeah.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel.
There's a boom clap. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got kicked out of there, so we had to shoot outside. But that was what we did Friday. Saturday was more One Piece. I did Princess Vivi, which was funny because later that night they dropped the trailer for the 2nd season of the live action, and they revealed Vivi. She's played by an actress from Bridgerton. I forget her name.
I have not seen the trailer.
Indian girl.
Oh yeah, it's like a very short little trailer. It doesn't show that much. It's just like little hype teases of the characters. Like we wanted to see the actors and how they looked in costume.
Okay.
So they revealed Robin. Looks sick. I'm obsessed with the actress and who they chose for her. They showed Vivi when she's like with her ponytail as
like
Miss
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah. Or not? No, Miss All Sunday. That's Robin. I forget what hers is. Wednesday or something. I don't remember. I don't remember what her code name is. They showed her. They showed Smoker.
Oh yeah.
A beautiful man is playing Smoker.
And he got him with the 2 cigars. They somehow fit 2
Yep.
cigars in his mouth.
You look great. I don't know
Got
if I
a
showed
big
anyone
mouth
else.
then.
But yeah, it just so happened I cosplayed that character, and that was the day that they dropped the trailer. My friends are sending it to me like, "Oh my god, did you plan this?" I'm like, "Yes, I."
Yeah,
I
you
knew.
predicted
I got
that you have an
Netflix
inside leak.
insider,
Yeah.
Well, I think it was One Piece Day, and they kept teasing that they were going to drop something big.
That doesn't mean you.
But I had this in the
Like
works
they're-
for months. I didn't know
yeah.
that was happening. So
That's
it
not
was
what
like
you
a
tell
fun
people.
surprise.
Like,
Or
yes,
did she?
You
Yeah.
did. You
Yes, I was
line
hired
with
by
the
Netflix.
Yeah.
Definitely. But
Exactly.
yeah, that was like my big project, and my friend did Nami from that Alabasta arc. So like we splurged on fabrics. It was like a whole elaborate costume. I didn't think I was gonna make it in time.
Quick question: when you do the half day cosplays, do you change your makeup? Do you take it all off? Do you put it all back on?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it depends. So sometimes I've done it on purpose and I've been strategic, where I try and make my plans so that like the character has similar makeup, or it's like maybe I'm doing like a lighter shade and I just have to like put on like darker shades over it and kind of layer it.
Okay.
I did not do that this week because I didn't think. And I had like Robin, who has black eyebrows, darker makeup. And then I had to switch to Birdo, who's has pink hair, pink, everything's like more pink and girly. So I
That's what
like
I was
wiped
wondering.
my face and redid it.
Even like the foundation.
No, I kept the foundation. on.
Okay,
I was
so like the
eh.
eyes and the eyebrows.
I had
and
to,
lips.
yeah, and I had to redo the eye, lip, and brow makeup, which still took me like an hour.
No, yeah, it still takes time.
Yeah, but they're always like,
Dang.
"Wow, you're in the room a lot." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It takes a lot of time."
I'm not
to
just
do
sitting
this."
there. I'm not just pooping.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why I'm like,
That's
I
impressive.
can only do that like once. Some people will do 2 or 3 costumes a day, even on Sunday.
Girl.
I don't know.
Whatever
me
happens
one
on Sunday.
costume.
I never go to a Sunday cons.
It's usually people stressed out trying to check out, which big brain energy that we have is we usually don't check out on Sundays anymore. We'll either keep the room till Monday and like leave late Sunday night, or just like leave on Monday, because the rush of everyone trying to get to those elevators and check out, and then you have to put your cosplay on and do all of that. And I'm like, do we just hate ourselves? Like, why are we doing this?
An extra day would just save so much more time and effort.
It's literally just people running to like the artist alley and dealers and buying their last minute stuff, because everything closes at 3
Yeah,
for most of these cons. Yeah.
I understand that it's a Sunday, but I really wish their Sunday cons would just, the Sunday time would just be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Like 3 p.m., people are still out on
what if you're
Sundays.
local?
Yeah. Like a lot of people are local. I know a lot of artists are not, but then they don't have to stay. But there are a lot of people who would love for a con on Sundays to stay and open until like 7. I would be there on a Sunday night.
Yeah, I think the only ones that ever stay open later is like Comic-Con, because they'll stay open till like maybe 5 or 6.
Because it's tough because they usually open on Fridays, but people usually work Fridays during the day, but they're open at 9, 10 a.m. So
or they do Thursday too sometimes.
Yeah, so you either take off 2 days of work or 1 day of work versus keep late on Sunday.
Yeah.
People are
I'm not
usually
gonna
off
lie
anyway.
though, the Saturday times also don't make sense. Like it should be longer, in my opinion.
I mean,
Well,
it depends on the event.
Yeah.
Well, like dealers
Like
room
panels are
close-
open till like 2 a.m.
No,
game
yeah,
hall.
but like the dealer's room, they close at I believe 7 this
Yeah.
year. Last year it was 6. They literally wrote on the pass on Otacon's pass that we changed it. This is not a typo. The time is 7 p.m.
So, yeah, I read that too.
Which is hilarious. But like
7 p.m. is early. Sun's
is-
not even down yet.
Yeah, it's
know.
so early, and like we definitely would have stayed until 10 if necessary, if they stayed open till 10. But
I think
don't know.
in Baltimore, the artist alley used to be open until late. Like I remember specifically
funny.
going
It's
after
less safe
dinner
there.
to go back, and it would be open at night.
Huh.
It feels like it would be a better transition into like their night activities if it stayed open till
Yeah.
like 10, and then you go
Yeah.
to the dance or the masquerade
Yeah.
or whatever.
Just having that break in between, like we get so tired, we're like, let's just go home.
Yeah.
And
No.
yeah,
I think the game hall is open till like 2 a.m.
yeah, the
Yeah.
game hall stays
Well,
open
that's-
longer.
I guess
But
you can go do that.
it's like I don't want to play games. I want to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. So what was we said about your worst one, but like what goes into your cosplay? You've said before kind of briefly that you'd spend weeks or months prepping for this. How
Yeah.
much time does actually go
And you
into
sketch it.
I mean, if it's like an original design or something, maybe I'll sketch it. Usually the way this works, and I feel like a lot of people who are cosplayers who are listening to this, you probably have the exact same experience, is you get excited and you create the plan early. Like me and my friends are already talking about, Otakon next year, we're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So you commit early, and then you kind of start thinking about it, and you like maybe start like sourcing fabric and figuring out how you're going to make it. And then you're like, well, I got time. And then, the other cons come up and you have other things going on. And then usually it's like 2 to 3 months before the event where I'm like, okay, I kind of have to get the ball rolling,
Yeah.
right? So that's usually when I'll like try and finish ordering fabrics, Sometimes I'll be ordering fabrics 2 weeks before the con, like I did with Vivi. I ordered like, I don't know, a bunch of trim from India, like a week and a half before the con.
God.
And it showed up in time and I was able to finish it, but don't do that. Don't listen to me. But yeah, usually most things that I make myself, I can make either 2 weeks before the con or like up to 2 months. I'm not the type that ever starts anything earlier than that.
Okay.
Some people, I mean, it also depends on the build, right? Like there's some of these people that make these like really elaborate ball gowns or, armor
Wings.
with LED and all of that crazy shit. And like they might take 6 months to a year to make something. And
Yeah.
it also depends if you're competing. Because if you're competing, you want everything to look clean and look a certain way. So you need to take your time. So most people suggest that if you're competing, don't finish a costume with the deadline of competing. It's like finish it and then enter the contest, because then you're going to be like rushing to try and get something done for the deadline you gave yourself. And usually no one ever like is able to meet that deadline.
Oh.
So
Have you ever competed in a cosplay competition?
yeah. That's a loaded question. So, yes, I've actually only ever done like 2 types of competitions. One was at New York Comic Con. They had this thing. I think it's like a different name now because like the competition circuits have changed. But at the time, it was like the East Coast Championships of Cosplay. It was like it's right now it's a qualifier for like the main cosplay competition.
Okay.
And if you win that, then I
Wow.
think you have to compete in a different city, and then you go to like a different country. It's
Oh.
like a whole thing.
It's a whole tournament.
Yeah.
Style.
My friends that are into it more, they'll know more about the names. I don't really follow a lot of it anymore, but at the time it was like a really big deal. And I entered that, did not have the experience, but it was like one of those things where it was like hosted by Twitch, and you like walked on stage and there was a host and it was a whole thing. And the person that won like thousands of dollars.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. Yeah. I shouldn't have been doing that. I think I was like 19, 20 and my sewing skills and everything were definitely like not up to par, but you had to get accepted to do it.
Okay. Would you do it now that you're like more experienced?
Maybe, but the thing is that like everyone's so good now, and everyone
You're
has
good too.
I mean, like, yeah, but the thing is like they really want you to do everything yourself, and you have to like learn new techniques.
Okay. They want original,
Yeah.
like your not bought from like what role play costume or whatever it's called.
Yeah, well, I mean, like even if you make it yourself, it's like more than just I sewed this. It's like, well, what techniques can you demonstrate that you learned that maybe you didn't know beforehand?
So
Like,
you need a whole seamstress.
right.
Like,
So then it's
yeah.
like embroidery, wig styling.
Oh,
Now
well,
instead,
that's not. That goes into like more fashion and other like sewing aspects and stuff. That's interesting. I didn't think cosplay competition would be based off of that.
Section it's the whole thing. And then like props, you know, when I first started cosplaying, Warbler was the big thing, and everyone used the thermoplastics to create their prop weapons with. And I really loved that, and I actually was pretty good at it. Like I think I was better at that than sewing back then. But now everyone does 3D printing. So it's like, to me, it takes the fun out of it, because I don't know how to model and create that stuff, and I don't have a 3D printer, so I have to buy kits online, and then they come in, and then I still have to like assemble them and sand them and paint them, and there's like some of my own artistry involved, I guess, but like the organic creation, it's a print that's already done for you. So you're kind of like losing some of that aspect. But that's another thing, like you need to learn how to model, because if you just buy a 3D print online and put it together yourself, they're like, well, that's not that impressive. So there's a lot involved, and that's why I'm always kind of like hesitant about jumping back in. And it's just such a big time commitment. Like if you compete, you have to go, you have to do like a pre-judging. Then there's sometimes our rehearsals where you have to practice like your walk on. It can be like a whole day thing, and people are just sitting around waiting in a green room. And I'm like, do I want to do that to myself? I don't know. Or do I just want to like vibe with my friends? So to each their own. I mean, my friends that compete, they're amazing, and they do amazing work. And there's even like competitions like with the Masquerade that are performance based, so you don't have to be a crafter. Like you guys, you're good at dancing. Like you could do a dance performance, and you could enter in that and display your skills that way instead. And you could get judged on that instead of
becomes more of a talent show.
I am loving how anime and anime cons have become so much more than just showing up at some building and buying things. Like there's just so much to it. It's so cool.
But that was one competition. And then the other thing that I did, I think it was during COVID in like 2021. It was like a Twitch reality competition series that I got cast for.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yeah. Okay. It was called Cosplay.
Okay. That's my new handle.
There's a lot.
I'm changing my username right now, actually.
With this. It was, I think it was like sponsored by Twitch, and they paid a streamer. His name is Just Jeremy, but if you're a Drag Race fan, he was Fifi O'Hara on RuPaul's Drag Race. And he's like a popular streamer, and I guess they gave him like a budget and everything to create this show. So they were casting for it during COVID. And I can't remember if at the time they were casting if I like didn't have a job or something, and I just like someone sent it to me, and I'm like, sure, I'll just put my name in, whatever. I don't think anything's gonna come of it. And then they sent me an email like a month or so later when I forgot I had even entered. I think I was working at that point, and they're like, we'd love for you to join our new Twitch reality show competition series. And I was like, what? I don't know if I want to do this now. And at the time I was like, well, you know, it was during lockdown. So the whole point of the competition was to create things using what you already own. And I was like, okay, so it's kind of like cosplay recycling. I thought it was going to be more like, you know, from the waist up, because we're all virtual, because it was a reality show that was filmed through
from home,
like Zoom from home. It was like using videos that we created. We would get interviewed, and that would be filmed and then like shown on the Twitch stream and stuff. And so for the first week, they're like, create an original character. And I was like, okay, how hard can this be? You know, I'm busy like working 40, 45 hours a week. So I like put together this like original character that was like a mermaid, but I only did from the waist up. I didn't have anything below. So like, and like I filmed in my room. It was very lo-fi, low budget. I didn't really have any help. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, like it's just a Twitch show. And then I watched the first episode, and these people blew me away. They had like full costumes and armor and these crazy builds, like high production value. And I was like, oh no,
don't show my submission.
What have I gotten myself into?
Did they show yours?
Yeah, they did. Somehow I was safe the first week, and I was shocked. I was like, must have gotten pity votes. I don't know what happened. It was crazy.
It was just Taha voting.
It was
all of his
multiple phones and computers.
Yeah, it was wild. So I made it through like 3 or 4 episodes, but I like secretly wanted to get eliminated because like, I don't want to do this. I was like, I don't have the time for this, because every week, and they didn't even give you a full week. It was like 5 days.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So then the second week was like unconventional materials or something. And I was like, okay, well, I don't have time to build an entire costume. So I just did like a chest piece or like a neck piece, and then like arm pauldrons or whatever. Or I did shoulder, chest, and wrist or something. And I think I used like guitar picks that I bought on Amazon. Then I went to like Joann's and bought like a bunch of lace. I don't know. I used like cups. Oh, wait. I used, at the time, McDonald's had like the Happy Meal with the Pokemon cards. That was like when that really blew up. And I used all the cardboard from that. I used like solo cups. I tried to be creative with it, but that was the second challenge. And I think I was in the bottom for that one. But I got saved and the other person got sent home because I think they made armor using spoons or something, but it like melted when they were trying to take photos. So it didn't hold up. And it was kind of like, well, hers didn't hold up. So I think that's why they sent her home. And then the third episode, which I think was the last one I was on, it was a group project and it was villains or something. And we each had to create our own villain and like have a theme and then like take a photo, like pretending we were at like the police department or whatever. And I think at that point I was like, I'm so burnt out. I don't want to keep doing this anymore. So I did it, but I was like, I think mine is good. And then I got roasted by the judges that week, which by the way, were like not always cosplayers. Some of them were cosplayers, which was fine. But then
just celebrities or just famous people.
They had, I think one of the actresses that was in Supergirl at the time, she dragged me. And then there was a drag queen.
Did she have dark hair?
Maybe.
I think Lena.
Blocked it out of my head.
Lena Luthor.
I don't know. I blocked it out of my mind because I remember sitting there watching it and I was like, I know it's not that good, but I did it in like 4 days.
You don't gotta mention it.
Yeah, you have to call me out like that. I mean, it's a competition.
This whole competition reminds me of that DDN dance thing that you guys did.
God.
So back in college, the circuit that we were part of, the fusion dance thing is called DDN.
Yeah.
Means Desi Dance Network. And they had like this like every week kind of situation where they'd give you like a theme or a song or something and you'd have to make choreo to it. And same concept of you get like 4 or 5 days, make the choreo, record it and send it in, people vote and whatever. And my friend, I remember her saying like by like week 2 or 3, she was like, I'm so done. I don't have any more ideas. I can't do this anymore. And it's exhausting. And on top of like, we were in college, not working, but still like you're
busy though.
You're busy.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a lot.
And I mean, I think at the end of the day, the prize money was like 10 grand. However, I know people that spent that to win to get through the competition that were dropping a lot of money. And then you also like, it was a worldwide thing because there were 10 or 11 of us. And a few of us were in the US. There was a girl in Australia. There was someone in Brazil. And lockdown protocol in each country was totally different. So at the time, I think it was like in the summer of 2021, the US was doing a little bit better with COVID. So like we could go to stores and buy stuff. But the girl that was in Australia was like, hey, all my shops are closed. I really can only use what I have. And I don't even have XYZ to do this and be on the same level as these other people.
All right, so it's very biased.
So there was a little bit.
That's not completely fair. There should have been more regulations on, then US people, you can't use this because.
There was a lot of drama. Like it was one of those things is like Twitter at the time was still very big with like cosplay hot takes and drama. And like it blew up on Twitter with a lot of people like criticizing the way some of it was handled.
Interesting.
So
did the show did the full season or whatever?
So they did the full season. Obviously someone won, and then we had like a reunion episode. And then, I know, yeah, we filmed a reunion. I remember actually I think we were on a trip in Rhode Island, and I had to like go in the hotel or the Airbnb we were in and like film this final thing because
it was still remote though.
It was still remote.
Such an interesting experience.
It was very interesting. Yeah. And then they were allegedly going to do a second season, and I was asked to come on as like a guest judge if that were to happen. And I never heard anything ever again. So I don't know if Twitch decided to stop funding it, or I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was one of those things where Twitch was like, hey, it's COVID and like people can't do things, so everyone's watching Twitch streams. Let's just give like creators money to do their own type of show. And maybe after that, and then the world opened up a bit more again. They were like, nah.
Less people on
go back.
Twitch.
Sounds about it.
I got free stuff, which was cool. I got like a PR package from ColourPop, which I still use to this day.
A PR package from ColourPop. That's so cool.
Yeah.
What was in it?
I don't know, like $500 worth of makeup or something.
Oh my God.
Everything. It was like lip pencils, all the eyeshadow palettes, like, the mini ones that are like every color.
Yes.
I had the whole rainbow collection.
I want those so bad. That's so cool.
So that was worth it. I'm like, well, my suffering, I got something.
You should suffer more.
Trauma was worth it. Yes.
Suffer more for PR packages like that, bro. Take my arm and leg. Gimme.
Gimme. The little kids on reality shows.
They get PR packages too. Shit, you have nothing to complain about, bitches.
Oh my god!
I don't know why my childhood got ruined. Yeah,
That's
you
the
got
same
free
thing all the
shit.
moms said when I was like filming Dance Moms when I was on production for that locally over here. That's what all the moms they go in thinking like, yeah, we're gonna do this show or we're gonna get famous, so it's okay. Whatever trauma our girls go through, like they put the girls through since they have to be filming pretty much 24/7. They're filming or they're dancing, so they have to have legally by Virginia law. They still have to go to school.
Right.
So they bring a tutor in to do and we make a fake school in the dance studio where the girls, when they're not dancing or filming, they're in there doing learning and stuff. And it's like nowhere near a proper education. Even then, the education standards here are pretty low in America generally. So imagine what that standard is, but even lower for these girls. And like I would see their papers and like their test results, and like they couldn't spell at like a second grade level, and they're like middle school age.
Oh my god!
And it's like, damn, is this worth the fame that they probably won't get?
That's American education in general. Yeah.
What are you running from? You're a grown man. It's too late for you.
Yeah, we somehow lucked out and did not get hit as hard with the American education. I think it's gotten a lot worse. And I'm saying this from people who have taught for like 30 plus years. They're like, yeah, no, it's shit now.
Yeah.
Kids know nothing.
It's sad.
Don't make a reel out of this. I will get fired. I won't.
Well, I'll get canceled. Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Back to conventions. What's next for you? You said Anime NYC, right?
So I'll be at Anime NYC for a day. Again, like mostly to help my friend. I'm not cosplaying. And then the full weekend, next one for me is Colossal Con East, which is like the water park con. They have the East version, which it's in PA. It's like an hour from my house. That's why I usually go.
Oh, nice.
And that's the weekend after Labor Day. So it's like all coming up. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like this time of year,
Summer must be so busy for you.
So busy. And then October is Comic Con, and I'm just going Friday, Saturday.
San Diego or New York?
New York.
Okay.
San Diego.
Everything is near her.
It happened already, I think.
Yeah. San Diego's a couple weeks ago.
I was gonna say the PA one. You said it's an hour away. That's Otakon for us, basically. Yeah. It's an hour away. So that's so cool. You have so many different cons around you.
You guys have a lot down here though too.
We have like tiny ones.
Magfest.
No?
Oh yeah, Magfest, Katsu,
but isn't that
and
more
then all
like
the Comic
gaming,
Cons
though?
at the Expo Center.
Katsu is cosplay.
No. The Magfest, isn't that more gaming?
It's still a convention.
Oh,
it's still a big one. A lot of people go to.
I think of more like anime specific ones. Because I know MagFest is more gaming and there's anime there. Just like Comic Con, there's anime there, but it's not anime convention, you know?
Do they have a dealer's room?
Yeah, MagFest is a dealer's and artist alley.
Artist alley, man.
And honestly, their stuff is not gaming specific in the dealers or artists. Like you can,
Okay.
you can get anime. I bought like
Okay.
Nana prints this year from them.
Oh.
So there's a variety of stuff, yeah.
I know we have like smaller ones as well, like in the DMV, especially in Nova, which is nice. But
you're getting a lot more.
I'm just like so spoiled from
cons.
Katsu and Otakon that I'm like, I want big ones like that more here.
Yeah. But you have two of the biggest ones that people will travel for. Katsu people come from all over the world and go to. I remember I shot with a photographer that's from like the UK. I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, this is like what I've been looking forward to all year. We don't have cons like this back home. And I'm like, this is wild.
We are spoiled.
True.
We have a lot.
I wonder how cons are internationally, other than Canada, because you've been.
The only other con I've been to was MCM Expo in London. I didn't travel for it. I was in college and I did like a summer program for like a month or two. I lived in England for credits, and it was going on at the same time I was there. So I'm like, let me just go for a day and buy a badge. Very interesting. It was at it's like the XL something. It's like near the river in London. And it was
the bridge.
I don't think so.
London Bridge.
No. Boo that right now. There we go. That's good.
Damn. Well, yeah, it was near water. And then I just remember that like, it was mostly just cosplayers standing outside the convention center, just like hanging out. And then you went inside and it was like one big room and they were selling like American snacks. They were selling Snapple.
Interesting.
And Oreos and things that were, I guess, harder for them to get. And they were overpriced. I think the Snapple was like $5 or something, which isn't Snapple like
it's
99 cents.
It's $1.99 or something.
Or they were selling Arizona iced tea.
Actually.
Yeah, it was
crazy.
Very interesting. Not for me, but again, I think we just have a lot here.
We're spoiled here, yeah.
And maybe it's improved since then. But that was my. I only went for the day, and I didn't cosplay or anything. But that was my experience.
Okay.
With the UK. Yeah.
All right.
I wonder how anime cons are in Japan.
I don't think they have them.
They have Comiket. Comiket, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like a big manga festival that they do a couple times a year. I know some people have gone. Japan, it's interesting though, because with cosplay, you can't cosplay in public, or you can, but it's like kind of frowned upon.
Yeah.
You have to like change when you get there.
Interesting.
And put the costume on at the event, wear it there, and then if you're gonna leave, change back and go home.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's just like a respect thing. I don't think you would get like arrested if you're walking around cosplaying.
Right.
I think it's just considered
like
like
social shame.
But it's also, I feel like I almost get it. Like you don't see Americans just walking around in like a Batman and Superman costume unless it's for conventions.
I don't know. You see some.
I mean, if you just walk around New York, people wearing all kinds of
true.
shit.
New York,
Times Square.
Times Square has everything. Never. I take it back. We have no decency. We're America. We have no decency. I forget where we are.
Yeah.
All right. Let's wrap this up. So, Gabby, tell the audience where they can find your stuff, where they might see you.
Let's roll out the red carpet. Look at this camera. This camera. The top ones.
So many cameras.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm mostly active on Instagram. Gabby Nu, very original name.
Spell it.
GABBY_NU. I'm on TikTok, kind of. Threads, Blue Sky. I don't use Twitter. X. Sorry.
No one's calling it X.
It's always Twitter in my brain. And I next cons I already talked about. Next cosplay is probably going to be doing more One Piece. There's an Aerith build I really want to make for next year.
You should do Chopper. Yes.
That would be a good one. All right. Okay. I'll add that to the list. And a couple little things that may be in the works that are secret right now.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's more just me not wanting
Do
to
the
say
spooky.
it.
Do the spooky.
And then
There we go.
You ruined it.
I had to guide him. It's his first day.
yeah. Good job.
Aww. Still fired.
There we go.
Good job, Taha.
Yay.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, this is great.
Convention life story. As
Wait,
cosplay life.
I have one more question.
Okay. What?
Would you ever cosplay as like a celebrity, like Ariana Grande or something like that?
What? No.
No. Brought it up, bitches.
Because she wants to do it. Is that why you're asking?
No, I always bring up K-pop and Ariana Grande one way or another, and this was my sneaky way. But no, would you ever cosplay as a celebrity? Just really
I would do one of like Gaga's outfits, I think, which people have done. And
Okay.
people will do them for concerts and stuff.
I've never,
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I've seen people do like the meat dress or like the bubble thing.
Yeah.
I would do maybe one of hers. And then I've seen a lot of people cosplay Chaperone. There was a girl at Otakon that was like in the Pink Pony Club outfit.
I did not see that. Dang.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
People do like movies too. So a lot of Barbies and Kens.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, but that feels more like cosplay, like the normal aspect of it. I mean, like a celebrity just dressing up as that human, not what they've played.
I mean, people
get
cosplay
creative.
as Jesus. I've seen
Jesus
at cons, so
You're right.
the
That's
world
fair.
is
You
your
see
oyster.
Jesus at a baseball game sometimes.
Yeah, Santa.
I see
Yeah,
Jesus in my
Santa.
sleep.
Yeah.
He's in my
Every
dreams.
year. Oh.
He's also in the Bible.
All right.
Now with
That's
that,
enough today. Leave me alone. All right. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
bye.
Ta, play us out. Give us the intro. Hey guys, Rahib here. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button to get a notification whenever there's a new video. If you want to support the channel, check out the merch shop, as well as the Buy Me a Coffee page and the Patreon page to get monthly benefits such as exclusive BTS content, unedited podcasts, and early access to all the videos. All the funds help grow the channel and keep it afloat, so any and all help is appreciated. All the links are in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.